Hello and welcome to this edition of Guinea Pigs with Greg. Today we are judging the guide standard and the self section for the Warwickshire Cavy Club. It's a very good entry today, and the club is entertaining the National Fox and Tan Cavy Club. The show's underway. I'm judging last today, so it should be good. And there are 242 cavies entered, which is a very respectable entry indeed. I'm sure there's some very good pigs amongst them. And this is what they're competing for: the best in show rosettes, the best of breed rosettes, and the challenge winning rosettes. Hopefully we'll hand out a few of these to people, and the owners will be over the moon with these lovely rosettes. And no show would be complete without a very, very good raffle. Great way of raising funds for the club. Thought I'd just take a few images of Paul Conway here, judging the National Fox and Tan Cavy Club. It's only a small entry for them today, but he assures me there's some quality there. And my co-judge for the main show is Sam Richardson. This will be the first time that we've judged together, so it'd be interesting to see what he presents in the final challenge for Best in Show. Jamie stood in at the last moment to judge the pets, and it looks like he's having a whale of a time here, sorting through some of the long-haired adult pets. Some very lovely, clean cavies there to witness. So now it's our turn on the judging table, and first up we have the guide standard. We've got this lovely chinchilla, a very balanced pig. Then we had a magpie. The ears were a touch high, but as you can see from the belly, a nice straight line with some decent patching. There were a number of very good Swiss on display today, and there was a notable difference in the textures and densities depending on the colour of the Swiss. What I noticed was the lighter colours tend to have better texture, whereas the darker colours have better density. So when the colours are mixed up on the cavy, you get a really gorgeous mix of density and texture, giving a lovely feel to the coat. And this was especially prevalent in this pig now. The coat direction was gorgeous, the coat length was gorgeous, the texture and the density was superb. I really did enjoy handling that pig. And then we got to handle a lunkarya. Yes, it does look like Medusa's hair, but it was a lovely pig. The coat was a touch greasy due to some product being applied to it, but on the whole, the density and the texture was quite nice. And then this under 5 Swiss from Mel Bell absolutely caught my eye. The density was superb, the texture and the coat length for the age was fantastic, and a well-deserved win. Just the one exhibit in the new and emerging breed section, and this is a caramel. It stands well, the colour is decent, and it's got good undercolour. It just needs to fill out more and have the body of some of the leading selfs. We also had a few junior exhibits to judge. This was the leading self, the adult buff. Very big imposing pig. Then we had a teddy, again lovely density and texture, and this was my best juvenile exhibit of the day. Now on to the main event, which is the judging of the self cavies. First up we have just a single pig in the class, which is a very nice adult self black. Very imposing pig and stood very well, just with like a slightly fuller jowl. We did find an odd red hair or two in the leg, which just held it back when splitting places in the challenge. But I was really like this pig, and it's very well balanced with a bold eye. These were the first and second place adult Goldens. The winner was on the left. Two very different styles of pig. If you notice, one's got a very tall head and pale pigment on the right, and the pig on the left is very typey with a slightly darker pigment, a slightly shorter ear. So we went for the glamorous pig on the left as the winner. Just one adult self chocolate today. Very good colour, a nice eye, and balanced ears. It needs more width across the head and the jowl, but it did stand well, but it's a bit flat on profile. So that means that the bump from the nose to the top of the ear is in a very straight line instead of that curved Roman nose that we're looking for. The lilac here had very good shape and a well-balanced head. Unfortunately, as you see on the face here, it had eye circles and a very patchy coat, which just held it back a little. Then we had a very nice slate. Good colour, good eyes, good ears, a reasonably decent profile. It just wasn't the profile of the winning cavies, but it's only a young pig, so it may fill out. This saffron was a pleasure to handle, very fit, lovely balanced head. Critically, I do like to have a bit more width, but it was well prepared and it had a lovely coat, and is a pleasure to handle. This buff was also quite nice. It had good profile, fair colour and good ears and eye. It just handled very soft. You can see the coat is quite heavy, but when it stands it looks gorgeous. It just needs to be filling out a touch more. And these are my top 3 selfs. We have the golden on the right in first place, the saffron in second place on the left, and in third place we have the self black. Just minor details splitting them really, but fitness was the main contributor to the golden winning. So these 3 selfs all go up for the best in show lineup for me and Sam to judge together in the joint duplicates. Sam's brought up a very nice teddy and a very nice Rex and a very good under 5 merino to compete up against the 3 that I've brought. And at this point we now need to look at the pros and the cons of each KV in accordance with the standard. And we're looking to find the best KV, not necessarily the KV that I took up, but the best KV in the show. And we have a duty of care and responsibility to do that. Exhibitors put a lot of time and effort into preparing their KVs and coming to these shows. So the least we can do is give the right amount of care and attention and look at their KVs, assess them to the best of our abilities. And here we're discussing the pros and cons of the self. I'm describing how fit the KV is, and how I would actually like it to have a slightly wider head. So after some deliberation between the 2 of us, we settled on the bicolour teddy in third place. Very nice KV, short coat, well prepared. There wasn't much really separating the top 3, and this is a good example of the breed in fine condition, so well done. In second place was the pink-eyed golden from Mel Bell. Again, as I said before, very fit, the pigment's nice, it matches the coat colour, bold eye and nice type. Just would like a touch more width between the eyes to really set it off. But it was a very close decision, so well done. And finally, the best in show was the under 5 merino from Suzanne Bornlove. A lovely well-balanced pig, a wealth of coat, a decent crest as well, and the eye and the ear all set this KV off, along with a lovely density and texture to the coat. The colour was very, very lustrous as well, so well done. And I hope you enjoyed this video, so tune into the next one. I'm Guinea Pig Greg, goodbye.